Well, the House Oversight Committee releasing a new report detailing 16 specific times that President Biden made false claims about his family's business schemes. Here are just a few of Biden's remarks that the committee is calling out.
Never discussed my business or their business, my sons or daughters. I never discussed a single thing with my son about anything having to do with Ukraine. I've never spoken to my son about his overseas business dealings.
There's this testimony now where one of your son's former business associates is claiming that you were on speakerphone a lot with them talking business. Is that what?
Never talk business to anybody. And I knew you'd have a lousy question.
Well, why is that a lousy question?
Because it's not true.
The New York Post editorial board out with a new piece titled "Team Obama Loved Victor Shokin." So why did Joe Biden get him fired? They're citing new emails showing the Obama administration had no issues with the Ukrainian prosecutor who was investigating Burisma, even praising Victor Shokin's, quote, ambitious reform and anti-corruption agenda. Joining me now is South Carolina Congresswoman Nancy Mace. She's a member of the House Oversight Committee. Congresswoman, good morning. Your response to this, and in particular, this new accusation that, and this is the big question, why was President Obama behind this prosecutor in Ukraine, but Vice President Biden not only gets him fired, but then he brags about it?
Yeah, I guess there's nothing like a little pay to play amongst friends, I suppose, if you're Joe Biden and the Biden family. This is every time this guy has been asked a question about the Biden family businesses or his son's businesses, he has lied about it. If everything you're doing is above board and legal, why lie about it? If everything you're doing is above board, why use a pseudonym? Why have your son on a plane when you're going to China when he's going to see clients of his in China? I mean, why is all of this happening? And none of it happens without Joe Biden.
You know, it's interesting, too, because Fox has obtained this new video footage. There are Secret Service records, messages from that Hunter Biden laptop. It showed that he traveled to at least 13 countries with his dad, who was then vice president, on Air Force Two. And there's this 2010 email to a business associate. Hunter says basically, let's do a meeting with these Serbian officials. He says, how about we go over around May 10th, JRB, his father's initials, will be in Madrid. I can catch a ride with him, fly over to Serbia and back with you. I mean, you know, obviously Hunter Biden was doing business deals, trading on his name, his father's name. Now we find out that he was also traveling on board Air Force Two at the same time.
Yeah. Business development for the Biden family when you're in office is what that sounds like. And I just, you know, I have seen so many SARS reports, the amount of money that it was exchanged with some of these countries to the Biden family, even their grandchildren. I mean, I want the American people to see everything that I've seen. And when we're back in session in a couple of weeks, I hope that we just continue to have a vigorous investigation. And I'm not asking America to trust Congress. Trust the evidence that comes out of this thing. I have seen things that would blow your mind in terms of the amount of money exchanged, and Biden's office has been a revolving door for his son, his family's businesses. It's pay to play. There's a lot of alleged money laundering going on here, and I wish the American people, I hope that they're going to get to see everything that we've seen on Oversight Committee, and they can connect the dots themselves. They're smart enough to do it.
One thing you did tell me, and this is what you said last time you were here with me, you said that it's, you know, forget 20 million, it's 50 million, and this is based on documents that you've seen that we have not seen yet. So can you, is it still 50 million? Is it more now? I mean, what do you know?
It's staggeringly high. It's definitely more than 50 million. It's staggeringly high. I'm not allowed to share the confidential information in the suspicious activity report sitting at the Treasury right now, but the amount of money we are talking about is staggering. And the fact that mainstream media has just ignored this, swept this under the rug and said all of this is normal. This is probably the most corrupt president in U.S. history. And I don't say that lightly. I mean, I come from a very purple district, but the double standard here is very obvious. There's two different standards of justice in this country. And, you know, Joe Biden ought to probably have a mugshot when this thing is said and done. And I want the American people to see all the evidence that we have.
And we may see that evidence soon. Can you give us any sense?
I hope so. Well, I mean, we're still, Oversight is doing its investigation. It's taking time. I mean, we can't, if we could show the SARS reports, I would do it tomorrow. Because it's confidential, we're not allowed to do that. So we have to connect the dots to the bank records. We have to show the emails and text messages, corroborate all that with witnesses and whistleblowers. It takes a lot of time, but the bank records will be key.
Okay. All right. I do want to ask you about something else. The South Carolina Supreme Court ruled this week to uphold a ban on abortions after 6 weeks. That was a big topic during the GOP debate on Wednesday night. Former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley and former Vice President Mike Pence had a back and forth about it. Watch.
It's been put in the hands of the people. That's great. When it comes to a federal ban, let's be honest with the American people and say it will take 60 Senate votes. It will take a majority of the House. So in order to do that, let's find consensus.
Nikki, you're my friend, but consensus is the opposite of leadership. When the Supreme Court returned this question to the American people, they didn't just send it to the states only. It's not a states only issue. It's a moral issue.
Congresswoman, what did you make of that exchange?
Well, Nikki Haley was fantastic during the debate. I agree with her. Consensus, I would argue, actually is leadership, especially when you have a divided nation, especially when you have a divided Congress, and especially on a very sensitive issue and a controversial issue like abortion. And she was the only person, the only candidate on stage Wednesday night that talked about being pro-life and being pro-woman, that we cannot demonize women who are in a tough spot, making a tough decision, and may not agree with us on abortion or those who are pro-life. I was glad to see it. We need to have a much broader conversation because it's very clear some of the candidates on the stage just don't get it yet and don't understand the effect of this issue in next year's election.
Congresswoman Nancy Mace, please come back soon. Looking forward to seeing the information that you're seeing on your committee. And we'll see you back in Washington soon as well. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
All right.